Today I'm going oval fixing a Hi-Capa loading nozzle. This is a Tokyo Marui. And as you can see, mine has exploded in 2 pieces. It's not something that's very common. At least I don't think it is. I don't think these tend to do that. I've seen them happen at least twice now. So I guess it happens every now and then. This is the one I bought. To fix it, I can go ahead and put a link for this in the description as well. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is put a new one into this thing. So I just took the old one out just so I can kind of show you what's gone wrong. And the new one is just the loading nozzle. So I need to take out this piece here and put it into the new one. That's going to be the first thing we're going to need to do. So I'm going to set these off to the side. Take out our Tokyo Marui. This one's kind of a... This one's a half and half. It's got a... This was Savage's pistol, by the way, in case you don't know about that yet. This is a Tokyo Marui Ops MOP frame, and then the upper slide is a DVC limited slide. So this one's kind of a custom build. Extremely custom. But anyways, so... First thing we want to do, it's going to be pretty much all the same with any of these Hi-Capas though. Gotta take this screw out here. Then I have a little magnet disc that all of our screws are going into, so we don't lose anything. You lose any springs, you're really in trouble. See if we can't just pry this out. There we go. Let's see what we're looking at. Okay. Let's drop that down in there. Can't really see it, but I think it's pretty easy to tell. There's like a little hole in there that just slides in. Let's drop that in there. This drop in as well. Make sure you got the right direction. You know if you don't, because the holes won't line up. I just use this to hold that piece down. It should just line up right in there. Might take you a couple tries like it did me. Don't need that anymore. Alright, let's see. Next up is the front. Probably not going to have one of these, but I do. So it's gotta go. All right, flash handle's off. You're gonna want your slide lined up to this little... There's little knots in it. Not this one, that's your slide cats, but this one right here. You can barely see it. It's right under the V. The V basically points to it. Of course, you're probably not gonna have a DVC slide, but there's a little notch right there. Slide it to there. You're gonna just push the pin right here, and if it lines up, it'll just pop right out. I think mine's about right there. Right there. Boom. And then if you wanted to swap this piece out for a different color, now's the time to go ahead and do that. I have a gold one. I'm not going to be putting that in. I'm just going to leave the black one in though. So that pops out. Then you'll just push on the back like I'm doing here. Just push it with your thumb. It'll just slide out. Just like that. So the only thing that's holding the slide in though is that pin. And then whatever you have on the front, muzzle device wise. Maybe an Owens tip. If it's a... Well, I'd hope it's not an Owens tip, because that means it's a little too new to have this issue, unless you're doing upgrades. So, next thing we gotta do is take out this device here. This is your hop up. My spring's really tough, but you're gonna push the spring in. Then, it can be really tricky sometimes to get these out. There we go. You just have to fill it with it for a minute, but this piece here has to go over the top of this other piece there. I'll show you when I take it out here. It'll be a bit easier. It'll take you a minute. You have to fidget with it a little bit. Recoil spring is going to come out once you remove that. So this nub here has to go up and over this one here that's on your slide. It just sits down in there. So I moved mine to about right here. And then it was able to just come up and out of there really easy. You shouldn't have to pry it out. If you get it in the right spot, it should be able just to come up and out of there. They can be a little stuck sometimes though too. And then this bill will just kind of wiggle around wherever you need to try to leverage it. Then the back, usually you would have this piece already sitting in there. But I've taken mine out to show you what went wrong. But it just sets down in here. It'll all just come out really easy right here. There is a screw right there. Go ahead and remove this. Just like that. Put that somewhere safe so you don't lose it. Honestly, I'll just do this. Just dump in your hand. There is a spring in there. It sits right here. And this little notch there. That goes behind this. Look what I found. Found that piece right there. That came off of the back end here. You won't go in straight. You're gonna go at an angle like this. It'll just kind of go up in it like that. Let's see. There we go. Mine's a bit of a tight fit. There we go. See? Just like that. Now I'm going to put a little bit of lubricant right here. I just have to go get it. Then we're going to put just a slight little bit just right there so it just has some easy movement and no friction. This is what I'm using. This is SC50 silicone spray. You can just buy this off of Evike. I should be able to find a link for it. Stick down below. But it's essentially it's just silicone spray. Gonna put a little bit in hail. Because this new piece is completely dry. I mean, it's brand new, so it's literally just so bone dry. Which you don't really want that. I think I put a little too much silicone on here, to be honest. Because if it's too dry, it's going to have a lot of friction. Your green gas will do this for you too. Green gas has some silicone in it. So that way it'll kind of run through it for you. So it's probably a good idea to run a mag or two through this before you take it to a game. That way it just gets where it needs to go. Any parts that move is kind of where you want this. Anyways, I'm gonna put our spring back in there. This needs to go and heal. Honestly, this pistol in general, just looking at it, it's very dry. If I'm gonna be honest, it looks very dry. So it just kind of needs a little bit in general. Chances are yours needs this as well. I mean, if it's used enough that this exploded, it probably needs a little bit in there. Anything that is moving parts is kind of where you want this, because you don't want any friction. You want it to be very smooth. Recoil spring goes in. Move this piece to the side. Your barrel is going to get in the way. That. Hop it. Okay. Loadle. Spring on this one's tough. Loadle goes in. That. Back screw. Some silicone on these sides here. I want some. Make sure this is lined up. As you can see, it's not lined up here. For me. It's going to be a problem. Alright. Nope, it's still out of place. Okay. This needs to be all lined up. And here, if it's crooked, you're going to see the hop up in there. This means you got something not lined up. It needs to be lined up like that. This just sit right across here. Slide it back on. Put it in the pan. Line this up. .32s, 289, 265, 228. Joules is about 1 point. This one's at 0.78. 318. Joule is 1.51. 301 FPS. Joule is 1.35. 279. Joule is 1.16. If you like this video or found it helpful, go ahead and hit the like button hit the subscribe button as well, as that helps me out. And comment down below, are you upgrading yours, or did you have a explosive mishap like I did? And I will see you in the next video. Take care.